But last week, I learned about something that opened up the possibility again. And today, what I'm going to be doing is actually setting the base for what we're going to need to do this. So, if you
Nice.
joined us on Monday, for the vlog show on Monday, you would have seen uh, Oswald come on to our vlog to be kind of not interview, but to have a conversation and help promote his campaign, because a good mouse does that, right? So it was a lot of fun. I spent all day Sunday creating this, what I learned was called a PNG tuber. And okay, so let me show you the program. So let me just open this up. So I learned about something called PNG tuber, which is a 2D version of a VTuber, where a VTuber is more kind of like 3D and uses motion tracking from your camera to control the puppet, essentially. This is a 2D version. And because of that, it only uses audio to control. So you can control the puppet with audio.
Right.
And when I was doing more research on it, I came across a program called HONK. So let me share my screen here. Okay, so yeah, okay, so hopefully this will look right. So okay. So do you okay? Oh, hold on.
You want me to share it?
No, I got it.
Okay.
Okay. So so this is default character in HONK. So okay, so I'm hoping that when I click on it. Okay, so yes. So this is the program HONK. And what makes this now, usually other people, when you start looking at PNG tubers, there's two other programs that people use because they're free. One is ViadoTube, which is funny because nobody knows how to pronounce it. And when I saw what it was, it's like, oh, it's viado, like deer. It's Portuguese for deer. So if you ever wondered how to pronounce ViadoTube, that's how you pronounce it. It's ViadoTube. Because it was just really funny to see everybody like completely mispronounce it. And um but that's not what I was using, because the animation that they use is very limited. It's literally open and close, mouth open and mouth closed.
Right.
But for this one, what it is that if you go, let me see, if we go to the mouth, let me see if I remember how to do this. Hold on here. What it does is that you put in 14 mouth shapes, kind of like standard animation, and you get as close to true lip syncing you can get on this animated sprite. And the sprite could be anything. So like I said, so on this one, this is their basic. So as you can see, he's moving along with what I'm saying.
Nice.
So, and he's not this, like I said, this is the default character. So we can look at some other characters too. Like this comes with some default other, like a bunch of default, that's like a couple, several default, so so as you can see here, it's synced to my voice because it's only going by the sound, by the microphone.
Right.
So of course, that's not a glitch in the program. This character actually gets like that. So like there's like, okay, so here is like another one. So like this is another default character that they have. So I was studying these characters and studying this program all day Sunday, and that's how I ended up with our favorite one. So this is Oswald. This is the puppet that I made. It's essentially, that's what it is. It's
right.
Oh yeah, so it was a ViadoTube, a ViadoTube. Yeah. So as you can see, like I said, it's like the puppet moves along with my voice. And not only that, but if I bring my cursor around him, the eyes actually move as well. It'll follow the cursor.
Nice.
So it this thing does a lot of stuff. So let me just turn him off right here. Uh, oh, how do I turn it off? Oh, there we go. So this opened up a whole thing. It's like, you know what? The mascots are on the table. We're finally, it's like, I finally have a way that I can animate these characters and be able to use the characters, in in the show, when we do the Kickstarter for the book, I can actually have the mascots in the video for YouTube, not for YouTube, for Kickstarter. So, I mean, this couldn't have come at a more perfect time.
Right.
So what I was doing, so let me just, oh, and by the way, Honk costs $12. It is not a free program, but I think that just for that lip syncing is worth the $12. Because what I love about this is that it looks, the way the lips move looks exactly like the Rankin and Bass Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the puppets, and it's like, you know what, just for that it's worth it. The shit could have been $50 and it would have been worth every penny just for that. So let me just move to, okay, let me just move this. So it's, oh, so like I said, you see, I mean, it's the lips. It really, really is the lips.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna, okay, so let me just close this. So that's Honk. And yeah, and so it costs $12 if anybody wants to try this out themselves. If you always wanted to kind of get into animation, this is probably the easiest way to do it, because you still need, like, especially for the lip syncing, you still need to know the basic like, you can find vowel charts, like sound charts on any, in on Google, so you can see like how different animation styles shape their mouths for that, depending on the type of effect of lip syncing you want.